Welcome to Fantasy Filmball. My name's Dylan. Last night I had the opportunity to see the newest addition to the DCU, Supergirl. And this is a movie I really want to come and be more positive than most because this is a film I feel is super similar to something like The Marvels or Snow White or The Little Mermaid. That's going to get a lot of extra hate for just existing, more so than the contents of the movie itself. However, regardless if this was called Supergirl, Superboy, super whatever, this is just a super bad movie. The best way I can summarize Supergirl is this feels like episode one of a TV show, but like in the worst way possible. If Marvel's Iron Man was the introduction to the character in the world in a fun and exciting manner, I would be cool with it. And while I may have issues with last year's Superman, at least it set the tone for what the future of the DCU would look like. Supergirl doesn't really have a life. Sure, Millie Alcock does her best, but in this 108-minute movie, you could kind of summarize her performance in the first 5 minutes, and nothing more is really added throughout. And I just wanted more out of this movie from all departments because this movie visually and tonally feels like it's stripped out of the 2000s. It feels like the superhero movies that we used to get back in the day that people really didn't like. So why would people clamor and want these here in 2026? I guess it has some cool prosthetics, but when every character feels so pointless, like what's the point? Jason Momoa is here in what feels like they tested Supergirl and people are like, this is kind of boring. There's no life to it. And they're like, well, let's throw in Lobo. Let's do some fan service. Did we fix it? No, it just makes it feel even more tonally inconsistent. The villain is fun, but in this conversation of tone, it feels like he belongs in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, not whatever this Supergirl film is trying to do. Overall, I don't want to sound overtly spiteful because I'm not one of those people that hate Supergirl for just existing. I'm someone who wanted Supergirl to be a really fun and a really good time, but it simply is not that.